Whew. All right. Welcome, everybody. 7 a.m. ish. We're going to get on this hot on it. At home, hot on it. I'm in my garage slash carport slash um, area of awesome. And we're going to get a total body workout today. Total body. As I start my workout, and any workout that I'm doing for myself or following online, I got to take in note how I feel today. And walking to my mat, just getting to my mat, I do a body scan as I get to my mat. I'm getting here, I'm getting out of bed, rolling over, getting ready. My hips, notice that my hips were a little tight. Notice that my shoulders were a little bit tight. Okay, and then so as I'm beginning to do my workout, I'm moving and I'm breathing and I'm trying to activate through those areas so that I can loosen those areas. And so just listening to your body as you're moving, as you're finding your version of this workout. All the movements that we do today, they have a lot of variations. And there's some movements that are not going to feel awesome for you. That might be good. There might be some movements that don't feel awesome and might not be good. So just listen to your body. Feel free to adjust or do something that you know different to make sure you get your version of fitness in. All right, we're going to start today's class in a tabletop position or quadruped. Both hands down on the ground, under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, clearing out your air passageways. All right. Exhale strong out of the mouth. Big inhale through the nose. Fill up. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. So find that breathing pattern. Stay in it. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. In this tabletop position, your arms are more straight than bent. You might keep a micro bend in the elbows if you're a person that can hyperextend and bend your elbow more than it needs to bend. You want to keep your elbows stacked under your shoulders. So big inhales and exhales here. As you're breathing, try to see if you can feel, turning up your awareness, try to see if you can feel the shift up and down naturally of your breath. As you inhale and fill up, you should feel your body, your torso rise a little bit. As you exhale through the mouth, you should feel your chest almost relaxing softer to the floor. So feeling your breath as you breathe. Inhale, fill up. Feel the sensation of your lungs stretching, your diaphragm pulling the air in, and feeling the movement, the wave of natural movement that your body creates to absorb and to drive that continuous cycle of breath. Inhale and exhale. Your palms are pressing into the floor. Now you're going to start to turn on your corkscrew sensation. You're twisting the hands into the ground, lifting the chest off away from the ground. Then you're pulling the crown of your head long, still finding that strong breath cycle. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Keep breathing strong here. And then we're going to find some front to back movement here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. And you're going to slowly build that more and more. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Strong breathing through the nose. Fingers spread wide, a little bit more range of motion. Stretching the hips back toward the heels. Inhale, pull up. Maybe shifting the hips forward now. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, pull forward. Maybe shifting the hips forward, lifting your heart. Exhale to push back. Finding your rhythm here, finding your range of motion. Maybe you start to pull the hips forward and then pull the hips back. Still keeping that corkscrew sensation the entire time, even as you pull forward, letting the shoulders pull back, pulling the heart forward and up, and then pushing everything back. Or maybe you're just in a short range of motion with the hands directly on your shoulders. As you're finding that front to back, maybe you walk your hands further away from your knees, giving you a bigger range of motion. Putting the hands heavy into the floor. Heavy engagement, forcing these muscles to help you pull up, and then surging them to help you control your descent down. Big inhales and exhales. Really using this push-pull with the arms, pulling your body forward, pushing your body back. Maybe you let the elbows start to bend out wide toward a push-up, lowering the chest to the floor, squeezing the hands toward each other to help you lift, and then driving the hips back as you push to extend even more. Pull your body forward. Start to squeeze the hands toward each other, pulling your chest toward the ground. Push your chest away from the ground and push your chest away from the top of your mat. Pull yourself toward the top of your mat. Squeeze the hands toward each other. Pull yourself towards your mat, your chest. Press away. Press back. Keep it going. Really engaging the upper body here the entire time. Fingers pressing, digging into your mat. Palm pads driving into your mat. Thumbs squeezing toward each other the entire time. Press, push, pull the hips way back. Pull your body forward. And then squeeze the hands toward each other. Pull your chest toward the ground. Push away. Breathing deep here. Finishing in your tabletop. In your tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. You're going to tuck your toes back behind. Press it into your toes, press it into your hands. You're going to float your knees. Active beast pose. So in this active beast pose, pulling the crown of your head long, you're going to take a little march with the legs. Keeping the arms where they are, shoulders where they are, breathing into the legs. Take the feet wide, bring them back in. That's what we got for 20 seconds here. Let me see what you got. Let's go. Shoulders not moving much. Legs are widening. The hips are opening up and then narrowing back out. Wide, narrow. Maybe go way wide. Maybe a little bit. Taking your variations. Relax. Longer than I said, feels good for you. Big inhales and exhales, hands to your hips. From the knees, find your little hula hoops. And then reverse. Shifting the hips, all directions. Back, side, forward. All right, resetting. Wrist under your shoulders, palms down. You're gonna roll or turn the fingers in. Fingers in, facing each other. Spread the fingers wide, really emphasizing your thumb and your pinky. Press your thumb and your pinky strong into the floor, shift back and forth. Rotate the fingers to face the outside edge of your mat. Thumb and pinky emphasis, shifting front to back. Awesome. Both fingers rotate forward. You're going to take the right hand, turn the top side down, pressing into the floor. Curl the knuckles in, curling the fingers in, Open them back up big. That's your move right there for that right hand. I'm gonna get it going for about 15 seconds. Big as you can open it, tight as you can curl it in, the knuckles toward the top of your mat. All right. Right hand down, switching that hand, left palm up, curling in, making the fist, spreading the fingers back wide, crushing that out. Breathe it deep. Add more pressure with the top of the hand to the floor to increase that resistance. All right. Right hand's gonna go down. You're gonna curl that same curl, open the fingers wide, but you're gonna continuously rotate your hand, trying to get all the angles of that stretch going from the curl, from the pressure in the hand, pressure into the floor. Curling all the way around, getting you plenty, and then switch your hands. Top side of the hand down, you're curling to make a fist. As you're adding pressure of the top of your hand into the floor, try to rotate that wrist into the floor. All the angles that you can, adding the stretch through all the tendons and ligaments, and then rotate your way back. All right, so hands, wrists, going into the elbows now. We're going to do some churning out of the elbows. So you're going to start, in that tabletop, you're going to find your elbow rotations, right? You can rotate the elbows front to back. You're going to twist those elbows so that they point towards your knee. How to test out if you're in the right position. Your elbow pits, the opposite side of your elbow is going to point forward, but as you bend the elbows, your elbows will bend toward your knees versus out wide. So we want the bend toward the knees. And you're going to start there. Inhale, elbows bend toward the knees. Exhale, you're going to roll them out. Press to straighten. Inhale, narrow bend to elbows narrow when you bend them. Exhale, push out wide. Inhale, lower narrow. Exhale, press wide. Keep it going. So churning that out. So if you put heavy weight into your hands, that's going to start to fry or really cook through the triceps, the back of your arms, through the forearms and elbows. Okay, so then start to shift weight a little bit more into the hips. Put less weight into your palms so you can still find that range of motion, but not surge the muscles as much. Work on finding that mobility through the joints, through the wrist, feeling that twist of the elbows and controlling as much of that as you can. And then reverse, you're gonna lower down, elbows wide, and then curl them in to narrow. So carving out that range of motion with control through the elbows, forearms, shoulders, and wrists. And then shifting more weight into the legs so you can really lighten the hands. The hands can almost float as you churn through those circles. All right, relax. So here, finding some thoracic twist, press into the left hand. You're going to take your right hand to your heart, and you're going to pull your heart away from the ground as you push into the ground. You're going to rotate, let the right elbow come to the sky, right fingers come to the sky. You're going to swim forward and back down. Left hand lifting the heart away from the ground, left elbow to the sky, left fingers to the sky, swim forward and back down. Keep it going. Inhale to come up. Exhale to swim down. All right, both hands coming down to the mat. From here, we're going to go into a yoga downward facing dog. So you're going to lift your hips back and high by pressing through the arms and through the hips. So here, you can bend the knees as much as you need. As in your down dog, we're going to focus on keeping the length in your spine. So start with your shoulders and head. You're going to press your head away from where your thumbs touch your mat. Try to bring your your ears in between your biceps. Keep lifting the hips high. Pressing the hips away from your fingertips. As much bend in your knees as you need. So breathe in here. Maybe you walk out your dog, straighten one leg, bend one leg. Letting the hips start to adjust. Find the angle, find the stretch through the calves, the feet. So keeping that load on the shoulders. My arms are already tired. Here you're going to inhale, bend your elbows out wide. This is our dive bomb push-up. You're gonna exhale, straighten the arms. So you're just lowering the crown of your head to where your thumbs are, and then pressing right back away from that. Your hips are staying high, maintaining that downward dog shape. So from here, we're gonna go 20 seconds. Dive bomb push-ups. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Inhale to bend the arms, exhale, straighten them. It can be a small range of motion here. You wanna isolate through the shoulders, keeping them engaged, keeping that press of the hips high. Inhale to bend, exhale to straighten. And relax, knees down. Let your knees down, maybe sitting your hips over your heels, or crossing the feet back behind you. And take the shoulders into big circles. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, carving back behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, carving back and wide. I'll show you at an angle so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, reach up. Extend. Exhale, carve back and wide. So as you're doing this, you're also trying to find length through your torso. Arms reach up, getting the length in the shoulders, and then extending through the torso. Carving way back, lifting your heart, resetting. Opening up anything that's locked in the shoulders, around the neck. And then we're going to reverse that. Lifting everyone up around you and taking a little piece for yourself. Lifting up everybody around you and taking a little piece for yourself. To recharge. Inhale. Lifting up everybody around you. Exhale, taking a piece to recharge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, coming back down. Tabletop. Here we're going to work our elbow drive. So you got a couple of levels here. So your elbow drive, level 1, you're from the knees. The hand is going to come in front of your shoulder. As that happens, your elbow brushes your side on the way up. It's going to end up like a shark fin, up high, right back down to the ground. You're going to switch hands. So inhale to pull the hand away from the ground as far as you can get it from the ground. Elbow up. Exhale back down. Alternating sides, okay? So you can get a lot out of that from the knees. You're pressing into the floor. Part of it is you're lifting that arm up. The other part is you're pressing that other shoulder into the ground to get you more separation. Trying to find some openness through the chest by flexing the back side of your chest. Okay? Alternating sides. You can do it from the knees, or you want to take it up to that extra level. We're floating the knees from beast. Inhale, push, 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 pull, 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 and switch. So you're going to, with each movement, you're going to count in your head, 1, 1,000, switch, 2, 1,000 on that flex. All right. We need 30 seconds, crushing these. And again. 1, 1,000. 1, 1,000. Breathing deeper. 4 from the knees. Really driving. Pulling the elbow away from the floor. Pressing into the floor. Arms fully engaged here. Almost like you're drawing a bow and arrow. Back away from the floor. Pulling back a slingshot. Elbow driving up high. And relax. Big inhales and exhales. You're going to create a 90-degree angle with your arms. Make fists. You're going to take slow circles with your fists. Biggest circle you can carve out. And then reverse. Big circles you're carving out. And you're going to go small, fast circle. Let your elbows come out wide like you got a spoon in the fork. Above the shoulders, fast circles with the wrist, small, fast circles. And then reverse, small, fast circles. Open the hands big. Taking your hands through slow figure eights, fingers spread wide, carving out The biggest circle your wrist has the capacity to move in. All right. Hands coming back down to your mat. Under the shoulders. So we're going to do a similar move with the legs now. Heel driver. You're going to inhale. Push your left knee into the floor. You're going to drive your right heel up toward the ceiling. Slowly take that right knee back down. Switch sides. Left heel. Drive straight up toward the ceiling. Just as much as I'm driving my left heel up toward the ceiling, I'm pushing my right knee down into the ground. So with my torso squeezing to push my right knee down, as I'm squeezing that right knee down, it's helping me push to keep my left heel up. Okay? Finding that push-pull sensation, so you got it from the knees, kind of like we did on the upper body version, or from Beast, from the toes. Okay? We're going to go 60 seconds on this one. This is no joke. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1. From the knees to the toes. I'm going to show you both. So you drive it high, lower back down. Trying to push up the ceiling as you're pushing that opposite knee into the ground. So legs are busy. Upper body, you're pushing your hands into the floor and squeezing your hands toward each other. So you get that horseshoe of power, right hand through the chest and shoulders into the left hand into the floor. Finding that driver, maybe you're from the toes, pulling the crown of your head long, pushing the toes into the ground just as strong as you're driving that opposite heel into the floor. Strong breathing here. Staying focused on your breath. Good form, driving the heel up, keeping the toes flexed down towards your knee. Last 10 seconds here. We're working hard. Knees down and reset. Taking your hands off the mat. Here we're going to find a little flick. So soften the hands. You're flicking the hands, like you're shaking water off your hands. You're going to do it repeatedly. Nice and soft. Finding that big inhale and let it go. All right. Hands coming back down. Wrist under the shoulders. Toes tucked in this beast. Here you're going to go into elbow bow. Inhale. Elbows bend toward the knees. Exhale, straighten them. Inhale. Lower, exhale. Straighten. That's your move. We got 20 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. From the knees or the toes, but push yourself. Get it going. 20 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Find that range of motion that you can control. Some of you are maybe going super low. Some of you are barely moving. Keep it going. And relax. Breathe deep. Biggest inhale. Let it go. 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 All right, hands back down to the ground. Here we're going to find a hip bow. Hands pressing strong, knees floating the floor. Hips are going to pull back down, getting low, and you're going to push back. So the arms are staying still, legs pull and push. Really trying to keep the arms straight, really breathing and focusing on the legs, pushing and pulling. Here we go. 30 seconds and begin. Finding your breath. Concentrating on pulling the crown of your head away from your tailbone. Keeping your knees hovering the ground the whole time. Bend the knees and straighten. All right. pushing to straighten. Hips towards your heels, hips away from the heels. 5 seconds. And time. Breathing deep. Shaking out the arms. Hands on the hips. Find your kneeling hula hoops. And then reverse them. Man, his hair. Breathing deep still. Don't pay attention to me. All right, so make your way to a stand. We'll go ahead and shake it up a little bit. These dreads under control. Come on, guys. All right. Feet under your armpits. We're going to work the squat variation a little bit. Feet under the armpits. You're grounding the feet into the floor. Lift all 10 toes as wide and as high as you can lift them. Place the big toes down. Try to lift those outside 4. Keep pressing the big toes down, the inside of your arch toward the floor, lifting those outside 4. Way high. And then switch. Try to press those outside 4 toes down, lifting your big toes up. Sometimes those fingers will start to feel like you're puppeteering, but you're not. Hands relax. All outside 4 toes down, big toes up, and then switch. Lift all toes, put the big toes down, let those outside 4 toes stay lifted. And then switch. Press the outside 4 toes down, let the big toes lift. Don't fall over. And then relax. Okay, so resetting that width, it feels good. Under the armpits, straight down from your armpits. And then start a slight outside tilt of the feet. Okay, grounding the feet are pressing down, the feet are pulling apart. And you're gonna pull your hips back and down, finding your squat. Hands reaching toward the inside of the feet, maybe adjusting to find a better width. Ground through the feet, inhale to stand tall. Exhale, knees flex wide, find the bottom of your squat today. Inhale, squeeze the hips forward. Breathing, find your range of motion. We need 10 seconds here. Exhale to lower. Inhale to stand tall. Your feet are pressing down and pulling apart. Almost pulling yourself down with the legs and driving yourself up. All right, sweet. Make your way to the back of your space. We're going to find some traveling using that ape squat. The back of your space under your armpits, you're going to come down to your ape squat. You're going to let the hands come down to the floor. Lean the heels off the ground, press into the hands. Hop the feet forward. Let the hips sit down, heels sit down. Own your squat, reach forward, hands come down, press, hop forward, sit down. Advancing your way to the top of your mat. Stand tall once you get to the top. Extend the hips forward, and you're gonna reset. Find your squat, hands come in close to the feet, press into the hands, hop the hips back. Making your way to the back of your mat. Stand up tall. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We got 60 seconds to do, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat, travel forward, sit low. Travel forward, sit low until you get to the top. Ground and stand tall. Straighten the legs, extend the hips. Make your way back, hands in tight. Lean, press, hop. Press the hands, lean forward. Hop to advance the feet. Using your deep abdominals just as much as you're using the arms and legs. Get to the bottom of your mat. Squeeze to extend. Maybe you reach the arms more forward. You give plenty of room for your legs, knees. Drive and stand tall. And relax. Breathing deep. Big inhales and exhales. Find that shift of the hips. All right, we're right back at it. All right, so we're gonna come down into this squat. Feet outside, down into the bottom. Here you're going to let the hands come to the floor. You're gonna take one step forward, and you're gonna sit down. That was a big step. One step forward, you're gonna sit down into the hip on that side. Sit down into it, push out of it, keeping that foot down. Now step my other foot forward. Okay, as I go forward with the other foot, it pulls me forward. I come off the heel on this side, but my other side's flat. I can lean into that side, get tall on that side. I'm opening up more space on the left hip. Hands come down, I advance forward again. Leaving to the arch of my foot, lifts the ground. On the left foot, my right foot's flat. Now I can press into that right side, squeeze, engage, lean into it, and then make my way again forward. Once you get to the top of your mat, stand tall, extend the hips, work your way back down. You're gonna come down into the squat, take a step back. You're gonna let the one foot stay flat, trying to find some space in the hip, walking your way to the back of your mat. This is more of a space maker, building a little bit of control, grounding to sit tall out of the bottom of your squat. A lot of times as you're just starting to get into this ape squat, you kind of have a limited range right here. This starts to feel tight, wobbly, unsure how low to go, how wide to keep your legs. So this walking ape squat helps you find this. So we're gonna go about 30 more seconds here. Forward and backward walking, just carving it out. One step forward, feeling that side, that hip adjust. Take another step forward, feel that other hip. Maybe the transition in between the two. Rolling the hips, moving the hips. Stand tall at the top and bottom of your space. Just loading one hip down, finding that relationship with the hip in the torso, controlling it. All right, standing tall. Shaking things up. Reset, find a little hop here. Barely leaving the ground, letting the arms hang by your side, and then let the shoulders get active. Letting them lift as you jump, and then relax. And then taking your feet on wide and narrow. Shoulders are just relaxing. Maybe that one hand come in front. All right, relax. So here, at the top of your space, we're gonna work a hinge. Hands gonna come to the hips. You're gonna inhale, push into the hands. You're gonna exhale, pull the hips back. Pushing the hips back with the hands. With the squeeze of your hips, drive forward. Against the resistance of your hands, with the strength of your hands, push the hips back. Hips drive forward. Drive the hips back. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hips back. Okay, that's our range of motion. Now with the feet, your feet are pressing down and pulling apart the entire time. Inhale, squeezing tall. Exhale, pulling back. So you're keeping that tension in your legs. Keeping length in your spine as you pull the hips back along spine, pushing the tailbone to the back of your space. Inhale, pull the tailbone to the front of your space. Leading with the tailbone. All right, so we're gonna do, in the second part is our lunge. So with the lunge, we're gonna load the left leg. You're going to start to drive the hips back. You're going to take the right foot back and bend the right knee. Driving the hips forward. Starting with the hinge, hips go back, step the foot back, pull down, get vertical. Drive the hips forward. Hips go back, step back, get vertical, drive, pull the hips forward. Keep it going. Start with the hinge. One leg steps back, bend the knee, get tall, drive, maybe to a high knee, reset. as the toes step back, then pull the back knee down toward the floor. So both of my feet are scissoring toward each other, pulling myself down, driving through both legs, high knee, reset, hinge, toes touch. Pull the back knee down, drive with both legs, reset. Really getting into those parts. Hinge, step, pull the back knee down, drive through both legs, reset. Hinge, step, pull, drive, high knee. Keep going. Ten seconds. Oh shit. Pull the knee down, drive and drive up, and relax. Reset. All right, so we're gonna go a forward and backward lunge on the same side, continuous. That looks like. Start right in the center of your mat. You're gonna start at the top of your mat. Top of your mat, left foot's gonna stay stationary. I'm gonna reach the right foot back. I'm gonna find the lunge. My left leg is gonna stay in that lunge. I'm gonna hop forward into a squat. Step back into a lunge. Step back into a squat. So my left leg is gonna try to keep that bend of the squat almost the entire time. So squat, I'm gonna step, lunge, and squat. That's your move right there. Okay? Rest. I want you to think about it, feel it. Maybe try it again on the other side. And that lunge, squat, lunge, squat, okay? That's what it's gonna be. So we're gonna go for a minute. These mother are gonna burn, okay? Some bad ones. So you're gonna feel it, for sure. 30 seconds, it's gonna add up quick. All right, so here we go. We'll start with that left leg. Left leg is gonna be our lead leg. Left leg is gonna not come off the ground. So start in your squat. Feet in the armpits, toes tilted out. Your left leg is gonna not change. Coming down to your squat. Okay? Your right foot's gonna step back to a lunge. And the right foot's gonna come back to your squat. Keep it going. We got 60 seconds and begin. Taking your time here. Put both hands on that left thigh if you need some support. If not, you're floating. Trying to shine your heart forward. Keep breathing. That leg is not happy on this side. It's tired. It's crying a little bit. We got 30 seconds. That grunting's coming out. Woo! It's getting spicy. 7 seconds. Spicy. Woo! And stop. Shake that shit out. Breathing deep. Okay. It kind of goes away quick though. Goes away quick. All right, that burn is gone. Ish. It's tired still. We're switching sides now. 60 seconds. Find your squat. The right leg's gonna stay in that bend. Left leg squatting and lunging. Here we go. Waiting for the time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1 minute. Stepping back. Step into your squat. Shining the heart forward. Keep it going. Staying deep in the squat. Keep that hip low. Keeping that 90-degree bend. Woo! Spicy meet the ball. Keep it going. Oh yeah. Keep it going. That's 40 seconds, 20 left. Oh shit. Woo! 5 seconds, come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake that out. Oh, okay. All right. Getting real. Woo! All right. That's 45 minutes into this workout. You're crushing it. Great job so far. Finding your breath here. Big inhales and exhales. All right, we're going to make your way to a down dog. The feet at the back here, man. Maybe you walk the hands one at a time. Lowering yourself there. Hips high. Pressing your head away from where your thumbs are on your mat. Pulling your tailbone away from your fingertips. Big cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So here you're going to inhale your right leg back and high. Bend into your knee, open and stack your hips. Return down to the ground. Switching sides. Inhale left leg back and high. Bend the knee, open and stack your hips. Shine your hips to the left. Reset. Keep it going. Alternating sides. Kick the leg up, bend the knee, open and stack your hips, drop the toes. Keep it going. 10 seconds. One more time through. Knees down. All right. Here we're going to go into some arm action. From your tabletop, we're going to find a diamond shape with your hands. Palms. You make this diamond. Throw it up. Make this diamond. You're going to widen your hands in front of your shoulders. Still keeping that triangle. I say diamond. It's a triangle as well. Triangle press. Okay? Hands in that triangle. Hands in that triangle enables your elbows to be out wide when you lower down. So here, we got 15 seconds worth of pressing. You got options from the knees, coming down, rebend the knees, pivoting off the knees, okay? Level 2, from the toes. Squeezing the hands toward each other, lowering down, pressing up, keeping your body rigid. Okay, from the knees to the toes, we got 10 seconds, and begin. Pick one, do a combination, do them all one way, and relax. Big inhales and exhales. All right, round 2, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds of push-ups, and go. And relax. Breathing deep. In 5 seconds, we got 10 seconds of push-ups. 2, 1, let's go. 10 seconds of push-ups. Time. Breathing deep. Here we go. 10 seconds of push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Knees or the toes, and go. 10 seconds. And time. Couple seconds. Big inhales and exhales. We got 10 seconds and 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10 seconds. Find your variation. 3 seconds. Time. Breathing deep. Big inhales and exhales. In 5 seconds, we got 10 seconds of push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Find your variation. And time. Breathing deep. We got 2 more sets. 5 seconds for starting. From the knees or the toes. Find your variation and go. And time. Breathe deep. We got 1 last set. From the knees, from the toes. Starting in 5 seconds, our last set. Make this one mean something. 3, 2, 1, 5 seconds. Let's go. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 5 left. And time. Great job. Big inhales and exhales here. All right, so here you're going to let the hands come back behind you. We did a lot of push in the front, engaging this front side. Now I'm going to open up the front by squeezing and flexing the back side muscles. So in this crab form, grab a sip. In this crab form, you want your fingers away from the toes. Fingers spread wide. Here you're going to pull your shoulders back and down, finding that float with your hips. Let your feet get as wide as your hands. And here we're just going to shift side to side. 15 seconds. And go. Put weight in your right hand and right foot, then left hand and left foot, shifting sides. And relax, let the hips come down. You're gonna walk your feet, these are hands. You're gonna walk your hands back a little bit. And then with the feet, with the hands back further, it gives you room to lower the torso, maybe even bend the elbows. You're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee, press into the hands, shift your hips towards your heels. Try to find that pigeon stretch variation in your right hip. So you're squeezing your right knee down toward the floor, leaning your chest towards your right shin. To add that stretch, keep driving your right knee away from you. And then when you're ready, right. All right, that was crazy. So like I said, you got right ankle over the left knee, hips are sitting down towards your heel. Find a little side-to-side twist. Get into that kind of pigeon variation, stretching your right hip, squeezing your right knee away from your chest, opening up the chest toward the sky, just breathing deep here. You can let the hips hover like this the entire time to give you some mobility and some different options in the engagement of that right hip, or you can let the hips come to rest in the ground and really dive in the chest and head toward that right shin. Breathing into that tightly. And then when you're ready, switch. Left hand coming back to the ground, right foot to the ground. You're going to cross the left ankle over the right. Send the hips towards your heels. Hey, Kona, come here. Come here, Kona. Kona, the Aussie poo. You're so excited. Stretching that left knee away from the chest. Really trying to fold the chest toward that left shin. You can maybe stay hovered so you can find some variations. Or you can sit the hips down to anchor down, pulling the chest toward the left shin, Breathing into that stretch. From here, you're going to lay the upper body all the way down. Reach and grab the right shin, pull it in tight, finding another sensation in this reclined pigeon variation. Push the left knee away, breathe in deep. Add into the stretch of that left hip, squeeze in tight. Tight as you can squeeze with the arms, flexing the knees away from you. And then switch. Right ankle over the left knee, reach in that figure four, grab the left shin, pull the left shin in tight, flex the right knee away. Breathe in deep to add to that stretch. Keeping the arms flexed, keeping the right leg pushing away from the chest. Diving into the stretch with your breath. Slowly uncross, both feet to the ground, both palms to the ground. Here we're going to drive the hips up high. Pressing the hips toward the ceiling, pressing the feet toward the ground, toes to the ground. Maybe let the hands come over the head. Try to find the back bend, or maybe you just stay lifted in this hip bridge. Shoulders want to open up, so I'm going to drive and lift. Press and find your variation. Keep the feet flat. Try to extend through the arms as much as you can, or as little as you can. Breathe in deep. When you're ready, find your landing place. Hug the knees to the chest. Squeeze in tight. Flatten the head and neck to the floor, shoulders seat down. Let the legs extend out long. Reach the legs far away from your head, palms down. Take 5 breath cycles. Letting your body sit heavy into the floor. Big inhales and exhales. Still actively pressing into the floor. Palms, wrists, shoulders, back of the head, back of the neck. Starting to flex the lower back down as the legs actively press into the floor. The calves, the heels. Breathe in as you lengthen. Let more of your body connect to the floor. Take 3 more powerful long inhales and exhales. One more big inhale. Exhale to soften. Let the lips still close. Find that steady stream of breath in and out of the nose. Letting your body relax, letting all the cells recover. Let them all get their own share of oxygen to drink and get their fill. Big inhales and exhales, letting your breath wash over your entire body. Transporting all the nutrients in, transporting all the toxins out. Each inhale, rejuvenating and replenishing, while each exhale is detoxifying and eliminating. Appreciate your efforts this morning and your patience. Look forward to working with you again soon. Have an awesome rest of your Wednesday or rest of your day, whatever day it is. And until the next time, the light in you respects and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Feel free to check the links if you'd like to add a donation or just share this with somebody else you think it'll help them out today. Thanks again. Check out the website at waterthepusher.com. Go to Black Swan Yoga/live. Get all the workouts. Or check me out at thezilry.com. See you next time. Thanks, guys. And gals.